the Joe Montana Trey Lance thing, him talking about what the locker room wants and all that's wild. What do you think?
All right, so I read his actual transcript and everything, and when I first just heard what people were saying, it seemed like Joe Montana was being salty and just being disruptive to the franchise. I think there's a little disruption in what he said. I think there's a little psychological projection in what he said.
I think so too.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Out of curiosity, did your wife comment on that?
Yes, and she. I mean, it's
There's
obvious.
no doubt he sees Steve Young in
no question.
Himself and Jimmy.
How could? Yeah, there's no question. Yeah.
Right, and I get that. However, dude, you got some championships of your own. Yeah. You are ever the #1 49er besides Jerry Rice. You know, you are. I mean, even Tom Brady still thinks you're one of the best. So I think he should be really satisfied with that. He has a very strange involvement with our franchise. It seems a bit anti-ownership, which again makes sense.
Hold on, again, he was an Eddie DeBartolo guy. They were super duper freaking close.
That the regime. Yes, absolutely. He's loyal to his regime.
I don't know that the Yorks and Montana have. I have no idea, but I know that Montana and DeBartolos did. So yeah, for sure.
Montana seems like he's the guy who shows up to the stadium without a ticket, and you can't stop him because he's Joe Montana. And he kind of walks onto the field and says hello to the fans, and you can't stop him because he's Joe Montana. It seems like he has that attitude towards the ownership. And again, I do understand it, but
he's not wearing Niners clothes when he comes to the game. He's like, I'm here. You guys traded me. I don't know.
I know. It's heartbreaking because I feel like as fans, we all love him as our greatest captain, but he's not really acting like
he's got dual loyalties.
Right. I dare say he
played that up before the Niners played the Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
See himself that way? I don't know. It's in his head, but there's no doubt that what he said is a little bit sabotaging to Trey Lance. And it's only on one point. I don't care, and neither does Trey Lance, whether he sees the Steve Young situation all over again, if it's deja vu. But what I do care about is when he kind of very softly, indirectly quotes the locker room opinion on Trey Lance.
That took it to a whole different level, Sybilla. It's not just an opinion now.
It did. And he says that he hears them talking, and he implies, I strolled through the locker room and I had a chat with the boys, and they basically all told me that they are Jimmy Garoppolo guys. And it's kind of what he seems to be implying. Now, it's kind of like he dropped a small bomb. It's just he just threw a dart, basically, and just sat back and he, wants to see if the fire is lit type of thing. I don't think he means it as insidiously as some of the articles I read kind of took that and magnified it. I think there may even be some validity to what he said. I have no doubt. I know if I was a 49er and I'm all about Trey Lance, I think everyone knows that, but I'm not all about Trey Lance at the expense of Jimmy Garoppolo. I feel that's the mentality of a lot of professionals. These guys are young, but they are professionals. And I feel like most of the 49ers on the surface, maybe even to Joe Montana, because Joe Montana is not part of this locker room. He may think he is, but he's not. He's a media guy as far as they're concerned. He's a legend. They want to shoot the breeze with him and talk about Dwight Clark catches all day long. But I think when it comes down to it, they gave him the token answers. I mean, hey, we're behind Jimmy. Jimmy's our guy.
And he like tried to run with it like he got some crazy scoop, right?
Right. Well, I think Joe Montana, there's two things here. Joe knows, or Joe is just a little bit gullible with the answer that he got. And and like you said, he's like, I got the scoop, basically. And he doesn't realize, dude,
you got like the boilerplate answer.
Was he not a football player and a captain? Does he not know about team play? Of course he does. Yeah. And that's why I think, to be honest with you, this is all about projection. And I think he got an answer that fits his bill. And I think he reported on it. And it's not the biggest deal, but I think I'm just going to quote my father on this. I'm disappointed in Joe. Joe needs to shut up.
Fair.
My father has been a fan since before Joe Montana was here. So he's the real 49ers fan as far as going back in time.
It's one thing for me to try to cause chaos in the 49ers. I'm not Joe Montana. He shouldn't do that.
As a Navy veteran, obviously, there's no veteran that is at peace with all national policies. No way. It never happens. We always have an opinion. We always disagree. We always think our president's an idiot. However, I never, ever, ever say anything bad about the Marines and Navy. Of course, I have some negative experiences, but I have 99 happy ones for every negative one I had, if not more. It is definitely my duty to continue to speak in a positive light of the franchise, the U.S. Navy, the U.S. Marine Corps, that gave me my opportunity. And I did not get Super Bowl championships for that. I did not get millions of dollars for that. I just got pride for that. And to the day, I would never say something like that. So I'm a bit that's where I'm disappointed. And I wish he was like the face of our fan base. I wish he just kind of like
Young is though, isn't he?
That does not help matters, and I think that's why Joe Montana goes on the field and kind of walks around like he's parading for mayor or something like that.
And disagrees with Steve.
Which, by the way, Lisa is a great mayor.
Okay.
A shout out to her.
Jamal. Oh yeah, down in Santa Clara.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, shout out Lisa. She's great. And
I love Lisa. Lisa's getting me a jersey from our national champion women's soccer team in Santa Clara.
Nice.
Can't wait to wear it.